Okay, y'all.
And I get made fun of for it.
Even being in Alaska, you have not lost your southern drawl, thank God. Because you're up there among the people who talk a lot of different languages, huh?
Yeah. No,
None of them talk southern cooking. Okay. See how this, you got to make a well. I forgot to tell you that, Tori. You know, you got to keep your Crisco in the well.
Well,
We got to put your Crisco back
up.
in the well. Okay, get your well going on there. There you go. Nanny was talking, not paying attention. See how you have your perimeter of the well, and this is mixing your Crisco with your white lily flour. It's a crime in the South to use anything but white lily flour. Now watch this. Okay.
I don't know if I don't think I've already messed it up now.
That's okay. We're going to correct
There's
it.
a second batch.
We're going to correct it. Okay. There's the milk, and you see I'm keeping it in the well. We'll make my batch, then we'll make your batch. How about that? Okay. So you keep it in the well. You keep it in the well. And you work it. As Scotty Mayfield says, he says, I can't believe that flour just volunteers to jump in there. You see how it's doing? Yeah, see, it just volunteers to get in there. And you just keep doing that till the texture and consistency gets right. But Tori, you can't overwork your dough. Or Mike will say, feed the biscuit to the dog. And Bruno will go, I ain't eating that crap. So you just work it a little bit, and you add a little bit of flour.
So, okay, let's say that I did overwork it. What's it going to look like?
It's going to be hard as rock. The first biscuits I made, we threw out in the yard, and Mama's dog walked around them for about a week, and then Mama kicked them off to the curb. So they were really, really bad. You just have to be careful and not overwork your dough. So,
Noted.
So now we have mine pretty much ready to go. We're going to set it aside for a minute, and we're going to see if we can rescue yours. Okay. Now, I forgot to tell you, you just keep, you did your Crisco's done, the right consistency, but we have to get it back in the middle, and we got to create a well. Lord help us. Lord help us. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. Need a little bit more milk, Tori, just a little bit. Can you pour me a little bit in there? Got it? Okay.
My contribution is pouring the milk at this point.
Yes, but that's okay. You see how it's coming away and it's leaving the well?
Yeah.
So it has agreed to volunteer to jump in there. At first it was angry at us.
Well, we might have salvaged these after all.
I think we have. I think we have. Okay. So you see it's come apart away from the well, and you just gently move it and barely work it. And we may have a little bit of an issue. It's a little bit heavy, but that's okay. That's okay. This is not the normal bowl I use, and I may have put too much Crisco in here. Okay, we're gonna leave that sitting for a minute. And if you can walk over there and get me that pan, I'm gonna do a disclaimer. If these biscuits aren't fit to eat, it's not her fault, it's mine. Because I always use my same old bowl, and today I didn't use my same old bowl, so it's my fault. Okay.
That's why they're your go-tos, right?
They're my go-to. You got your stuff in the
Check
kitchen.
out that Crisco, actually.
Crisco, Crisco, Crisco. Nothing says loving like something from the oven with Crisco. Okay. See this? You just pinch it off and you put it on there. And my hands, my granny would be really making fun of my hands. See that? Never, never, never. Should never do that. Granny's hands never look like that.
Like
And
what?
I've got too much dough on my hands. She would fuss at me. But here's, okay. And these are not perfect biscuits, but they are going to be so close. Okay, see that? Now, do you remember the one thing as a child you heard me say about biscuits?
Put them close together so they'll rise.
And put your fingerprints in them, like this. You put your fingerprints on them. Don't ask me why, but my granny said to. And I did mind almost everything she said. Yeah, most of the time. And you just put your little three fingerprints on it. So, there you go. See how simple it is? But you got to.
It
Simple.
looks simple enough
Yes,
until I'm left
yes.
alone to do it.
Yeah, and honestly, Tori, probably the first 10 batches I made were not edible because they were too hard, and I got too nervous, and I worked it too much, and you know, I did whatever. And I'll tell you the best biscuits I ever made. I made what they call South Georgia flat biscuits, and you really make them flat and you cook them crispy, and oh my God, they're so good. But I don't make those anymore. So, but there you go. How simple is that? We're gonna do that. Now we're gonna add yours around the corner, and I'm gonna see if you can do what I just did.
And then
you
you
just
don't
put
think it
yours
needs
in.
to be mixed anymore? You think it's okay?
I think it's good. Just be careful when you pinch it off.
I don't know, Nanny. I feel like it's a very small biscuit.
Yeah, that's okay.
Ew.
If it's a small biscuit, you can eat 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
So see, there you
I
go.
feel like it's just getting stuck to me.
It does. That's why you have to keep flour in your hand. Now, and
Oops.
I'm going to show you what you're doing is you're overworking it. Look, you pinch it off, and you do this.
So I'm going to make a rock hard
You
one
don't-
just so we
yes,
can see.
Yes, that will be rock hard. Yes. See?
It looks terrible.
See what I'm doing?
My
You pinch it
finger
off, and then look. This is all you do.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
One roll, get
Oof.
it put together. Here, there you go. Yeah.
But it
Come on, let's get your hands clean. Let's clean. That's where we're in trouble.
just terrible.
No, you're not. You're gonna learn. Honestly, I told you my granny fired me at biscuit making, and I had to go to her sister's to learn to make biscuits.
Well, apparently it's jumped a couple generations because
Well-
I'm about ready to be terminated when I look at
Okay.
these.
Okay. Look at this. Okay.
Okay.
Even though it looks like a mess, I have flour on my hands, so it's easy to do. You didn't have enough flour. You've got too much dough. Get the dough off your hands. Rub your dough in here. Oops. Just rub it like that. And now dip your hands in the flour, just pure flour. And once you coat your hands with flour, you're in better shape. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. And I'm actually, let's see. Let me see what we can do with that one. I'm going to, he's going to fall apart. I can tell he's going to fall apart. We'll give him an edge. Okay. Okay. We're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there. We have 3 that came out of your batch right there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're obvious.
Well, it's okay. This is your first time making biscuits. And honestly, because I didn't use my normal bowl, mine probably won't be as good as normal, but it'll be okay. So, okay, we're going to throw them in the oven at 455 degrees. And at the same time, we're cooking pork chops and bacon. And these should be ready in just a few minutes. You ever had pan-fried pork chops? Yay. This is like south in your mouth. Yum, and then this is the basis for the gravy. We gotta have this good grease to make our gravy. So that'll be so cool. And we're gonna cover that and let them sit there while the biscuits cook. Does that make sense? Okay, so come back and join us in about 10 minutes when the biscuits come out of the oven.